Yo, what's good? It's the third day that I'm in New York right now. I just had the biggest fucking day of my life so far. Had to make a little video real quick while I'm walking. I'm euphoric. Today, $2,700 profit in one fucking day. Right now, it's winter time. In Canada, it's not even springtime yet. On average, okay, every single day so far, this month, I've made over $1,000. Last year, when I was running this, in my prime with this whole business, in my best month last year, when I thought I was on top of the world, I would do like on average 500 to 700 a day. So 600 a day on average is what I do. I have not had a day so far this month which has been under 1K, which is fucking crazy. And it's not summertime yet. It's not springtime. Holy shit. Today is March 7th. Bro, in the month of December, I think I might have made like negative profit. Like I don't think I even made over 3K. I guarantee I made less than 3K in December. I got scammed by one of my friends. I was making no fucking bread. I was being an idiot for months before that. I made nothing in December. I sold my i8. I moved back into my mom's crib. And I went from like living in a penthouse, having i8. I was making damn near 20K a month. And then all of a sudden, I had no money. I had no money coming in at all. No money coming in at all. Had to get rid of everything. I didn't know what I was gonna do. And yeah, that was December. $2,700 today. I made more today than the whole month in December. And bro, the beauty is, I remember it took on November 1st, 2024. I remember this girl I was talking to ghosted me and I was pissed. And I was like, bro, like I was having a very fun time. Like, I'll tell you the whole story. So let me tell you my whole story. You know what? I'll tell you my whole story because I'm very happy right now that I made bread. And you know, I'm vlogging everything. Maybe I could clip this in the future. My friend Ahmed said to vlog these. So in grade 9, my dad died. Or right before I started grade 9, my dad died. I had so much fucking acne on my face. I pulled up to high school and I was just depressed, bro. Because my dad just died. Acne everywhere. I didn't even want to take off my face mask from COVID. I didn't want to take it off, so I was making no friends in my new high school. And I had the shittiest grade 9 ever. Halfway through the year, at around January, I seen this guy on YouTube, and his name was Ice Cold JT. And I used to watch a bunch of anime back then, and for some reason, I don't know what it was, but I was watching his videos. I thought he was funny as fuck. And this guy was like, yo, you gotta start taking your life seriously, improving yourself. And I was like, shit, my life is shit. I have no friends. I feel shit every day. I can't even take off my mask in public. And I was just depressed every day. Like, bro, I'd go to school, I'd eat lunch by myself because I didn't want to take off my mask because I had so much acne. And my mom was forcing me to go to therapy and stuff because my dad died and I didn't want to go. Anyways, I was like, yo, let me start trying to level up my life, you know? So I started working out and shit. I started trying to, this sounds so weird now, but at the time, I was putting in the work for this because I didn't really know what else to do. Now it's I'm trying to make money, obviously, trying to be successful. But before, I was trying to get better with my social skills, meditate and shit, so I don't feel so depressed. And I was doing that all grade 9. So we get to June, and finally, I'm not really that depressed anymore. I don't even give a fuck about my acne. I still have a bunch of acne. but I'm not like so scared that I'm eating by myself and I won't take off my mask. And I started talking to girls and stuff too. So my life's like pretty normal now. And in June, in July, when the summer started, I'm like, yo, let me start a business. And I want to start up a YouTube channel. I want to be famous on YouTube. So I started making YouTube videos. And this guy, Ice Cold JT, who makes videos about like, oh, just be yourself, like live life to the fullest. Like he's just like a positive, like inspirational type of guy, you know? And I started making the same type of videos. Actually, that started in May. That was not in July. I started in May. I was making those videos. And then July, August, I was making the same videos. Yo, this is a long ass video. Who's gonna watch this? So I was making those videos. And then in like August 1st, this is like fucking, what is this, 2022? Maybe even 2021. I don't know. But I'm like, when I first started the YouTube videos, I think I'm like 15 years old. Maybe even 14. I think I'm 15 though. 15, and then grade 10, 16. Grade 7, I'm 17. Grade 8, I'm 18. Bro, I don't know. I think I'm 15. Anyways, so I'm making the YouTube videos, and on like August 1st, I think that's when I turned... Bro, I don't even remember. It's been a long time. I think that's when I turned 16, I think. Whatever, I was going into grade 10. So that was 2 years ago, 2023. Bro, I don't even know. I was going into grade 10. Bro, how old? Okay, in grade 8, in grade 12, you're... in the summer when you go to grade 12, you're 17. So in the summer when you go to grade 11, you're 16. When you go to grade 10, you're 15. Okay, so I just turned 15, okay? So I started when I was 14. I just turned 15. And I read this book called The Fast Lane Forum by MJ DeMarco. And this was like the most life-changing shit ever. I finally learned about like starting my own business. And that, like before that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Like, okay, maybe YouTube, but like who really does YouTube? So I'll have to get a job. Yeah, let me try getting a good job. And I was a sweat in school, bro. I wasn't a sweat, but like I'd get good grades and shit. And then so when I was 15, I read the Fastlane Forum. The Millionaire Fastlane. And the Fastlane Forum is just like the forum that they have. But I read the Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. And that summer, or like that day when I read it, I finally learned about like entrepreneurship, starting your own business, living with like freedom and not being a fucking slave at a job. And I was like, damn, I gotta run this up, okay? So that's when I turned 15. The first business I started when I turned 15 was, I read the Millionaire Fastlane, I joined the Fastlane Forum. I was already making the YouTube videos, but it wasn't really working because my videos were shit. So I wasn't really getting any views. I was just copying like these YouTubers that I seen. I was copying this guy Hamza and shit. So the first business I started, I joined the Fastlane Forum, and this guy named Johnny Boy. Yo, I actually forgot about all these guys. They're all life-changing though. This is all from the start of my journey. This guy named Johnny Boy, he was like, yo, you can make $500 a day just cleaning people's roofs. If you're a kid, just go charge them $500, clean the roof, take cash, go home. And I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? Why is, like, he was typing on the forum in a way that it was like, bro, why is this guy so confident about it? This guy's saying cash? Like, what the fuck? I click on his thing. This guy's making like $50K a month cutting lawns. Like, he's not cutting the lawns, but he has a lawn care business, $50K a month. I message him. I'm like, bro, I'm 15. What are you talking about? Can I actually do it? And just like everyone else, you know how, like, this is probably you too if you're watching this. Like, when you first started, or maybe you right now, you're like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work. What if this happens? What if that happens? Is it legal? Blah, blah, blah. I was asking him all this shit too. I was like, bro, I'm 15. Why would they pay me to clean their roof? Bro, to be honest, he was telling the truth. Because now we charge $450 for a fucking detail now. And like, yeah, if someone told me you could get $450 for cleaning a car back in the day, I'd be like, bro, what are you talking about? is that legal? They'll think it's a scam. Same thing. Anyways, so this guy Johnny Boy, he starts running the fucking Facebook ads for me. He starts paying for the ads for me, running the ads. This guy's making 50K a month. He goes out of his way to help me, okay? Now, I keep making bullshit excuses to him, and I'm like, bro, but I don't have a ladder. He's like, bro, just fucking take your ladder and walk with it. He was so right looking back. I should have listened to him. I would have made fucking 10K a month back then. But obviously, it takes you years to finally start making money. And, bro, my fucking storage just ran out. So let me continue the video right here. So, yeah, Johnny Boy, he ended up stop running the ad for me because I was making excuses. He probably got tired of my bullshit. Anyways, so after that summer, I want to start up a basketball camp because I remember joining like all these basketball leagues back in the day, and I'd pay 1K. Bro, shout out to my mom because she used to pay 1K. Like, my dad would never pay for that shit. Only my mom would pay, and she would pay 1K. Like, when I first started playing, I didn't think that she even made that much money. And somehow she still put me in the basketball thing. It was 1K a year, and she used to put me in that, drive me to the fucking practices and everything. So yeah, my mom used to pay 1K for that, and I was like, damn, that's low-key a finesse. So what if I just get a bunch of people to pay up like 200 for a basketball camp? Let me just do like a summer basketball camp for the last week of summer. So I tried running that up. It was a really shitty attempt looking back, but I was fixated on running that, okay? And I remember I went on a family vacation to Barbados that summer, and I was like mad for some reason. I think the girl that it's not I think. I'm trying to be like nonchalant and low key, but like this girl that I was talking to, we ended up like just stopped talking, and I don't know, for some reason whenever that happens I get pissed, and I'm like, yo, let me lock in. So I'm like, yo, let me lock in. And I remember going on a family trip to Barbados, and I fucking hated it. We were literally on like a paradise, like it was so nice out and shit. We were at the pool all day, and I hated it because I just wanted to come back home to Toronto, and I wanted to make bread. So fuck, you know, I stopped talking because people were watching me walk with the camera. So yeah, I went to Barbados. The whole time there, I remember reading The Millionaire Fast Lane. I was finally red pilled. I was like, bro, I don't want to go on a vacation when my mom's paying for it. I don't want to go with my dumbass stepdad who I hated. And I was like, I want to make my own bread. I want to earn my vacation. And I was just thinking like, damn, like when I take my fucking future wife on vacation, it'll be so much better than going with my stepdad. And when I finally pay for it myself, it would be so much better. Fuck this vacation. And I remember I was just trying to do work there. So ever since then, that's been the story of my life. I've just been trying to do fucking work to make money. So yeah, we went to Barbados. There's probably a bunch of other shit that I was doing too. So yeah, I was doing the basketball thing that summer. I remember come September, for some reason I started doing web design. So I'm doing web design. I remember coming home and I'd be in class. And by the way, grade 10 is the year where grade 9, I was in the IB program, International Baccalaureate, where it's basically where all the tryhards go there. It's like enriched and shit, super enriched program. And I was getting good grades and stuff too, right? And grade 10, I was like, bro, fuck that. I dropped out of it. I stopped giving a fuck about school. I think ever since the first day of grade 10, or maybe, I don't know, like ever since grade 10 though, I haven't done a single homework. I know for sure grade 11 and grade 12, I never took a fucking book home because I was just so fixated on trying to make bread. So, yeah, so started grade 10. I started running web design with my boy Nosa, okay? That was my best friend at the time. We're running web design. I'm like, yo, Nosa, we could make so much bread. We gotta lock in. So every day we go home, and I remember making the whole list. Bro, looking back, okay, I'll get into this later, but I remember making the whole list in class. I'd be going on Yellow Pages, finding every single like dog groomer in the city. I tried dog groomers one day, the next day I tried like fucking florist, landscaper, I tried everything. I go through the whole Yellow Pages and I just write their name all in a Google Doc. And then at the end of the day, when I go home from school, I'd be like, okay, bet 100 people, let's call. me and Nosa were just on the phones calling. I remember getting this one guy who was like, yeah, $500 website, maybe that's good. And I was like, holy shit, I got my first sale. So I told my mom, I'm like, this guy wants to buy a website for 500, even though he never even agreed. He just said like, okay. But nowadays I'd be like, yeah, obviously he's not interested. But DJR trailers, fuck DJR trailers, bro, because I made a whole contract. I was about to send it to him. I call him back, I'm like, yo, are you ready? I have the website, I have the contract for the website. I'm about to make you the best website ever. And he's like, what do you mean? I don't want the website anymore. Call me back later. So that's where it went. I remember calling people for like 3 months straight. I started getting all my friends. I'd give my friends the list too. I'd be like, yo, start cold calling. I'll give you 80% of the fucking website. Obviously, they're too lazy to cold call. So I was cold calling. My boy Nosa was cold calling too. We were putting in work, bro. Me and Nosa were putting in work. You don't understand. And we weren't putting in that much work, I'll be real. But like shit, we were going home cold calling. I was fucking 15 years old. We didn't have to do no cold calling. So yeah, I remember at the time it was very hard, bro. Cold calling is hard. So yeah, so doing cold calling for fucking $0, so I never made any bread. And so yeah, web design, that failed. I remember I started trying to run like an Instagram account where I'm just like reposting like these business slideshows at the same time as doing the web design. Obviously doesn't work. And then after that, me and Nosa in like December, we finally quit the web design thing because we were making no bread. And we started doing like, you know, the mixtapes for basketball. So I remember we live in Scarborough, so we're at like Kennedy Station if you're from Toronto. And I remember we would hop on the Kennedy Station, like this is like for maybe like 2 days. I remember doing this for a weekend. We'd go Kennedy Station 5 a.m. in the morning, we were there. And then 5 a.m. we'd be at Kennedy Station, take the subway all the way to University, take the subway all the way up to Vaughan. No, fuck, where was it? I don't know if it was Vaughan Sportsplex Station, or I think it was like, oh shit, it was Finch and, fuck, I don't even know, like Finch and Kipling or some shit. So super far if you're gonna take the subway and the buses. Then we go like, I don't know, fucking, I think we go like line 2 all the way to Kipling, so we take the subway all the way to the end, and then we take the bus on like Martin Grove or some shit. I just remember doing that. We went to the thing, we started recording these guys' basketball games. I got my first sale finally. So there's this fucking tall guy in grade 9. No, what was he, like grade 8 or some shit? And he was 6'5", black guy, and he was dunking and shit. And we were just recording the games. After the games, we were like, yo, we're making you a mixtape, $15. The black guy wanted it because obviously his clips were good. We made it for a couple other kids too. They never bought it. They were like, yo, it's kind of ass. Like, bro, fuck these guys. I made the whole fucking video. They didn't pay. I remember putting a watermark. I scribbled all over it so they can't steal it. And the black guy ended up paying $15 e-transfer. I remember that. So like the day after we got paid by him, day after we went to Pan Am. I started recording videos, and I see my old basketball coach, and I was so embarrassed. I just went home that day. It was so embarrassing to record videos too on our shit little iPhone 6s. And I remember making the 15. We split the bread, bro. Looking back, like 15 used to be so much money, and I was so happy. That's the first money I got. And this is when ChatGPT came out. So if you don't know, it came out December that year. It finally got released. We were the first ones on it because my friend Abhishek in class, he told me about door-to-door for Christmas lights. We'd go in door to door to install seated heats onto people's cars. I don't even remember if we actually started. Oh, no, we did start knocking on the doors. We went door to door to do, what's it called? Fucking home security systems. We went door to door for that. I remember running like a $5 Facebook ad for that. I ran $5 Facebook ad for rug cleaning. This was all during the winter. $5 Facebook ad for, fuck. I don't even remember. $5 Facebook ad for a bunch of stuff. And then yeah, we were running that. Nosa was making a little bit off homework help. I remember we made a whole website for homework help. We started making an Instagram page, and yeah, We did snow shoveling one day. I remember, yo, I literally made a YouTube video. It's probably gonna be live. If this is live, then this YouTube video is live. It's called like 310 in one weekend. I think me and Nosa made like 300 each in a weekend from shoveling snow because there's a huge snowstorm. And and that was the weekend where I realized, I think that was like February or something that year. That was when I was 15. That was the weekend where I realized, like, yo, Johnny Boy was right. Like, people are paying money for these in-person services. And at the time, like 300 in a weekend was a lot. So I was like, holy shit. So I started posting on the Fastlane forum. I'm like, yo, oh fuck. Bro, I remember at this time too, at the same time, around this time, bro, we were running everything. And I forgot about all this until I just started talking. Because, yo, this shows like the amount of shit that I run to make money is fucking crazy. The amount of shit that I've run and gone through. Because, like, no offense to Nosa, he was just running it with me, right? I was the one. Holy shit. This guy's on a one-wheel fucking motorcycle. I'm scared that he's gonna crash. But, bro, like, yeah, Nosa was my boy, obviously. I'm not, like, stingy like that. I'll let anyone, like, if they're my boy, obviously, I'll make bread with them. I was paying for the ads. I was paying till, I was like, bro, I was going to sleep at night. I'm like, fuck. What am I running tomorrow? Oven cleaning, let's run it. Rug cleaning, let's run it. I was just trying everything. And, bro, when I look back, I forgot that I even did all these things. Like, yeah, we were running the Facebook ads for oven cleaning. I remember the first day where we made 100, we made 50. And, bro, we were cleaning the oven and we were spraying this thing called Easy Off, and it's fucking toxic. So we were breathing it in, coughing. But we were trying not to cough out loud because we didn't want the girl to come and be like, damn, this is unprofessional. And we had like the dish, you know, the gloves you use to wash dishes, we had those on, and we would bring the grills from the oven, we'd bring the rack out, and we'd rub the snow from her backyard on it to use as water. But it was so ghetto, but we were just scrubbing. And she ended up paying us. We dipped. And yeah, I remember. And then we did another guy as a black guy near Warden Station, and he gave us a tip. He paid us $120. And I don't know what happened after that. I guess I was like, yo, we're not really making any money. Maybe I turned off the ad. I don't really know what happened. But after doing those oven cleaning jobs, doing the snow shoveling, I was like, shit, yo, Johnny Boy is right. So I started posting on the forum, and I was like, bro, fuck. Like, I was already done web design. I was also posting on the forum for web design. But I was like, yo, this weekend, I made bare money off shoveling snow and stuff. And the author, MJ DeMarco, bro, big respects, bro. All these guys who I'm mentioning in here, fucking Johnny Boy, bro, MJ DeMarco, these guys, they didn't have to fucking answer me, but they just answered me for, like, the love of the game. Like, nowadays, I be answering people too on the forum if they're starting out and stuff, but these guys did not have to help me out and everything. Johnny Boy literally ran ads for me. Like, bro, what a fucking G. And MJ DeMarco replied to my thing. He was like, good stuff making $300 with snow shoveling this weekend. Mind you, this guy probably makes $300 every fucking minute of the day. But he was like, good stuff making $300 snow shoveling this weekend. I've heard about a thing called Nextdoor. It's becoming popular. Maybe you can use this, and there's a potential Fastlane opportunity. I think that's what he said. Anyways, he was like, maybe you can use Nextdoor. I'm like, shit. Okay, let me try running up Nextdoor. So I post on Nextdoor. I'm like, hey, I'm doing car detailing. Let's do it. And oh fuck, I don't know if this. No. You know what came first? I started running Facebook ads for car detailing. I got a detail for $100, and at this point, me and Nosa were getting details in. So I think we did like maybe we did one detail together. This one was at Kennedy Road in Scarborough. We did a detail together, and it was an Indian guy. I think he paid $120 actually, or maybe $150. And of course, we paid like half the fucking money in ads, or I paid half the money in ads. Maybe we ended up splitting the profits at the end. But yeah, we paid for the ads, or I paid for the ads, and then we went to the Indian guy. We brought like the shittiest equipment ever. Yo, we got the job done. He paid us. But I remember we'd go outside because we didn't have water in the apartment, and we'd go outside and we'd rub the snow on the rubber mats to clean off the mats. And yeah, that's what we were using to, like, obviously, like, water the mats down to get all the dirt off after we put the soap on. And we were doing that, and then I think, okay, yeah, after that, I think I was like, yo, let me just run an agency for, I was like, yo, I have, the Nextdoor didn't even start yet. I was like, let me run an agency for Facebook ads because I'm already getting results on oven cleaning and car detailing, even though my results were super shit. But I was like, okay, let's run it up. And fuck, let me think. There's a lot of talking. Yo, there's no way someone's watching this, but I said that for my last video, and then my friend Ahmed, his brother, ended up watching it, and I got 12 views. So like, fuck. But okay, let me think. So I start running the Facebook ads for detailing, because I think I just search up. Bro, I remember detailing used to be a joke, because I was like, what the fuck is detailing? That sounds like such a stupid ass word. Detailing a car is fucking cleaning a car. And it was always a joke that one of my friends, Chisholm, I'd tell my dad, I'd be like, yo, Chisholm does detailing. And it's like such a joke, because I'm like, what the fuck is detailing? Anyways, that was 4 years before this. So I go, I'm like, how much is I'm asking like ChatGPT, I think, how much are each of these services? And it's like detailing, I'm like, shit, 150? Let me run ads for that. So I'm running ads, and I find a guy on Facebook Marketplace. Bro, this is all coming together now, because this is still what I do. I find a guy on Facebook Marketplace named Pepe, and Pepe is doing jobs for $50 each for car cleaning, I think, or like $80 or $100, some cheap shit. And I book a Facebook ad detail for $180. I probably pay like $80 on the ad, but I get Pepe to go do it for maybe 80. So I think I make like 20 profit. I meet Pepe at the place in Scarborough, and Pepe, I think he's gonna come in a work truck with all his equipment, but he just shows up with a bag, and in his bag he has like soap and water, and he has a wireless vacuum, and he goes, it's a Filipino client, 180 for inside of SUV. He ends up, I end up leaving to go home. I just want to meet the guy, and he ends up getting it done, and he sends me my whatever, $120 or some shit, and I could finally pay for the Facebook ads. I remember making different Facebook ads accounts, because I would hit the limit for Facebook ads, and it'd give you like a $30 limit when you start, and then I couldn't pay it, so I would just switch to the next account. I'd keep running it. Anyways, so Pepe does that. I remember this is February 19th, so it was after my first girlfriend's birthday. I remember. Or maybe it was like the day. It was like one day apart from her birthday, or it was on her birthday or some shit. That was the day where Pepe did it. It was either February 17, 18, or 19. So, I keep running Facebook ads for Pepe. I think he does like 2 more jobs, and then he's like, sorry bro, I'm going back to Mexico. And I'm like, fuck, because I wasn't making any money realistically, but I was making like $10. This is the first time I ever made I'm ever getting like payouts. So I was super happy. And I remember sitting in my English class in grade 10, I was on my Facebook thing. My account was getting banned because I wasn't paying the things. I think I wasn't even paying for the Facebook ads at this point. I was just keep on making new accounts. So I was running the ads for free. I was making bread. Like, obviously I wasn't making any bread, but I could make enough to like buy Popeyes and stuff. But Pepe quits. I'm like, fuck it, let me do my own detailing. So I think I run my Facebook ad now, and at this point I think Nosa's done, or I don't even know, to be honest. But I remember I was still friends with him, but we slowly started like drifting apart. So I was like kind of just running it by myself now. So I'm like, let me run my own Facebook ads. I get my first like 2 clients or some shit on Facebook ads, and then that's when MJ DeMarco says to try Nextdoor. So I post on Nextdoor. I'm like, hey, I'm Alex. I'm doing details for $200. By the way, if you're watching this now, you want to do it, it's patched, because everyone uses Nextdoor now for marketing. But I was one of the first ones on it. I joined the neighborhood. I'm like, hey, I'm doing detailing, $200 for inside and outside. So I started doing jobs. I remember taking the bus to the job. I'd walk with my buckets and with my like vacuum and shit, and I'd go to their houses, I'd clean. And I remember this one day in like 1K, I made like 1K plus in a week. Bro, this is a long ass fucking video. I'm doing that. I'm getting like a few jobs. I thought I was making 3K a month at the time. I was posting on TikTok, I'm making 3K. Realistically, I was making like 1.2K profit a month, probably. I remember doing jobs. Bro, I'm gonna speed up this whole thing, because I'm still on like my first year, and I've been talking for fucking half an hour. So I'm doing detailing, making under 2K a month still, but whatever. I'm happy with the amount of money I'm making, because some days I'd make 400 if I get 2 jobs in a day on a weekend. I started doing window cleaning with my friends. I remember one day me and my 2 other friends went. We made $885. I was like, holy shit. And that was after school. In like 4 hours, we made $885 split 3 ways. So it was going good. I was doing details. I was bringing my friends with me. And bro, I just realized like every time I've been running a business, I always try to like bring my friends in, which was like always kind of a mistake. Like I should have always just ran it by myself, because I bring my friends in, they're unappreciative. I'm doing all the work, I'm paying for shit, and it ends up just like backfiring, and like I feel neglected and stuff. And you know, like they're just getting all the results and they're not putting in the same pain as me. But so we're doing window cleaning, switching to Google Ads because I think it'll get results faster or something. And I run the Google Ads, unprofitable, obviously, because I didn't know how to do the Google Ads. Fast forward, and okay, that's the end of grade 10 now. So I start posting on TikTok and stuff, and I'm still doing detailing, kind of. I think my best month at that point might have been like 3K in a month. But so grade 11, I started doing carpet cleaning, and I'm doing carpet cleaning, and I get my first employee. So I make 6K revenue in a month. Fast forward like September, October, November. My best month was 6K revenue with carpet cleaning, but I think I made like zero profit because I spent 3K on ads and I paid my employee 3K, and I had a proper employee and everything. Anyways, so I was paying Facebook ads 3K, paid my employee 3K, and I made 6K rev. I was like, bro, 6K rev, this is progress. So I felt good about myself. I remember my mom, I was using my mom's credit card for the Facebook ads, and she was just getting charged. She was like, what the fuck? But shit, at least I wasn't like losing money, you know? So I was doing carpet cleaning, and then what did I start doing what did I start doing in January that year? I actually do not know. Okay, January, I was like, bro, let me lock in on detailing, fuck carpet cleaning, because obviously it didn't work. And then February, yeah, same thing. March, March, I was still locked in on detailing. I remember my first girlfriend, I thought we were getting married. She broke up with me randomly, started dating this Indian guy 2 days later. And yeah, I was in like Amsterdam, and she started she broke up with me the day I got back, and started dating this Indian guy right after. And then that's what happened. And then right after that, this whole group of people passed out. I don't want to talk about fucking my girlfriend breaking up with me. So that's what happened. And since then, after that, I think I was running up detailing again. Oh yeah, and at this point, in March, April, I was just spending money, Facebook ads. I had a friend named Eric at that point. And I remember I'd sell $200 Facebook ad. I think I'd spend like $80 in ad spend for a job. And then I'd send my friend Eric for $100. And I'd make like $20, maybe 10, maybe even zero, to be honest. Because I don't even remember my bank account going up. So that's how much I'd make off the details, and that's what I was running up. And bro, looking back, it was always the same thing with Pepe, with Eric, with whoever. It was always the same business model as I'm doing now. So I was running Facebook ads, $80 spend, pay Eric $100 to clean a car, because I remember he wasn't in school and he was just detailing all day. So I'd pay him $100 to clean the car, and I'd make 10 or like fucking zero basically. And I was running that until June. I was making big revenue, but I wasn't really making profit. And I've always been the type of guy to just like spend all my money, because bro, I didn't really care about like, okay, 3K profit in a month, 6K profit in a month. I didn't give a fuck. Like my friend Eric, who was detailing the cars for me, he was like, yeah, 100's a lot of money. Bro, I never gave a fuck. I wasn't trying to save money. I wasn't trying to fucking like make 3K. I wasn't trying to even make 5K. I wasn't trying to make 6K. My goal was 10K a month by June. So I didn't give a fuck about saving I didn't even care if you told me that I saved $9,999 this month, I swear to God, this is just how my brain works. I would be like, nah, let me make 10K, because I just want to hit 10K, bro. That's just my goal. And I was like, bro, fuck it. If I'm not making 10K profit this month, I don't give a fuck. So I didn't care about saving money. I didn't care about nothing. I just cared about like having a healthy business model. Like if I could find a way to spend, bro, if I found a way to spend $20 like literally I found a way to spend $80 to get a $200 job. I started running it the fuck up. So if I found a way to get like $40, which I could probably get now, $40 spend to get a $200 job, I would have ran it up and at least made some profit, and I would just scale the fuck out of it. And that was always my idea. Like, let me just make no money for now, do work for free, go all in, take risks, spend money, risk this, risk that, and then hopefully I'll finally have something that succeeds and I can scale it. That's always been my mindset. So I never really cared about making small money. I never really cared about like getting a minimum wage job, doing a bunch of slave work. I just wanted to make 10K, bro. So that's why I was spending money on Facebook ads, making nothing, because I thought long term it would pay off, which it did now. But so I was running that, and then In the summertime, yes, finally, we're at grade 11 summer, so I end up going to like Quebec in the summer for the month of July, and I stop everything. I remember stopping everything. So yeah, I'm not doing the detailing anymore, obviously, because I'm in Quebec. And I remember going to Quebec and I was like, fuck, I want to make money. I don't know why, bro. Quebec was so fun, but I was like, bro, I wanted to come home and make money. I felt so unproductive, bro. I always needed, like, people say work-life balance. I literally can't have a balance where I'm just fucking having fun all day. Like, I got to be like working on my business at least a few hours a day and like making progress, or else I'll feel like shit. But so if you're high IQ, you realize I turned it like this because someone's pulling up. But yeah, so with the what was I saying? I went to Quebec, came back home 2 weeks early because I wanted to come home and make money. I came back home that month. I started detailing. I think I made like, I don't know, like 4 or 5K the Facebook ads. I was detailing cars myself, or maybe yeah, I was bringing my boy Jack. I think I'd pay him $20 or $40 per job to come with me, and it made it easier. And I do like 3 jobs in a day. I'd pay Facebook ads. I was making like $80 per detail, make $240 a day. I don't even know, but I probably made like 4 or 5K that month. And then it came September 1st. Okay, this is like getting into recent territory now. So now I'm in grade 12. I'm 17. September 1st, my highest month is like 4 to 5K while detailing cars. And okay, so September 1st, I crashed my car, and at that point, I hustled all month that month. I crashed my car, and that was like the first time ever where I'm not like super fixated on business. I finally like kind of took my foot off the gas. And bro, when I say I took my foot off the gas, I guarantee you I was probably working harder than you still, because I'd wake up every morning, I still think about making money. But I just like wasn't like, I just wasn't detailing, bro. That's the only thing, because I was still making videos about like my acne journey, because I was trying to sell a product on that. I didn't really know what to do though, so I was kind of like, I was like 60% there. Like, let's say I was 100% before, I was 60% of my former self that month in September. I started going out with my friend Paul, one of my old friends. We were like going whatever, like beach parties and shit, and I was just kind of just having fun, bro. And I had a fun ass month. Like, I was like having a month of freedom, you know. And yeah, that month I was having a month of freedom. Like September and October, yeah, I was having fun. I was in school. I had friends. I was like talking to girls and shit, and I was kind of living like finally like a little bit of a normal life, because like before that I'd go to school, work on my business all day, no friends, whatever. But that month I was finally kind of living normally, you know. And that's September, October, and on like October 31st or some shit, bro, I don't know why everything happens at the start or the end of the month. Maybe this is just how I remember it, but like October 31st or some shit, this girl that I was talking to for like, I don't know, like over a month or something, she just ghosted me, and she was so bad, so I was pissed off. And it was like the same story of what happened in grade 9. She was so bad, and I was pissed off, and I was like, bro, fuck it, let me just lock in. Okay, I'm making 10K by June. So I remember writing down 10K by June, and I was like, bro, fuck this girl. I don't know why I get so mad. I was like, fuck this girl. Like, who she thinks she is, ghosting me? And I was pissed, bro. So I started, I was like, yo, let me lock in. So I hopped on Accutane. And I remember, bro, I didn't really have any I had like maybe like 3 pimples on my face at that point. But I was just so mad. And for some reason, I'm always like, yo, like let me like suffer. Like, oh, I want to suffer. I don't know why, but like, yo, like let me suffer. Let me get a bunch of fucking acne, and it'll all be worth it in the end. The Accutane wasn't really worth it, because I just had a bunch of acne for no reason. I did not need to take it at all. I had like 3 pimples. I was like, yo, fuck this bitch. I'm taking Accutane. I'm bossing up. So I take Accutane, and I remember I started bulking up in the gym. So my face is so fucking fat. I have so much acne on my face, bro. I would edit it, but I'm too lazy to put a picture. Trust me, I was chopped, bro. I was chopped. And yo, in like September and October, that's like after I broke up with my girl and stuff, my first girlfriend, and I finally was like kind of attractive, and I was like talking to girls and stuff for like the first time in my life. I felt like decently attractive. And yeah, the Accutane fucked it up. The face fat from me like bulking up, I got like pretty fat. It got fucked up, and I just became like antisocial again. Same thing as in grade 9. And bro, okay, yo, this is recent times. So now I'm like when I think back, I actually like feel the emotions. So Yeah, that's November. I'm like, yo, let me log. Alright, I got you. Oh fuck, my bad. I pressed. Let me restart. You want me to count down? Alright, 3, 2, 1. Is this tough or not? I can retake it if you want. Alright. No problem. Okay, so what was I saying? So okay. Oh, they think the picture's ass because they stopped to look at it. Alright, so yeah, the picture was ass. It wasn't my fault though, it's because you looked away last second. So okay, so basically, bro, let me walk around and burn some calories. So, bro, hopefully my storage doesn't run out. Basically, September. No, what was I saying? Okay, so November, whatever. I'm gonna be jacked when I graduate high school, or it's like April or something. I'm gonna be jacked. I'm gonna have 10K a month. It was always 10K a month every month. I remember every year. I remember setting the goal of 10K a month in June ever since like grade 10. But I never hit it. So that month I'm like 10K a month June, 10K a month June. And let me tell you what happened. So I was grinding, you know me, spending all my money, fucking making nothing back, making just enough so I don't lose any money, and trying everything. Obviously nothing working, bank account not going up. I'm just fucking, bro, yo, I actually have respect for myself looking back, because grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, bro, I did work all day, every day, anything it took. I tried everything. And yeah, I would try everything, and I did it for no pay too, because bro, like, it's one thing to work all day at a minimum wage job, you're making 15 an hour, and at least if you're working 10 hours a day, you're making 150 a day, you're making 450 a month, right? But me, bro, I was working all day. I was losing money for some months. I was losing money most months. I get my birthday money and it goes straight into the fucking ads. But I never really cared about spending money on the business. I don't know why. A lot of my friends, like, they don't want to spend any money. But me, I never really, like, it's just like natural for me to spend, because like I have to. I literally just have to. It's like, in my mind is like, if I don't hit 10K, there's no point of like life. And yeah, so I'd rather spend and have the chance of hitting 10K, but it was never going up. And I was, bro, if I just did fucking 15-hour minimum wage work that whole time, I would have had tens of thousands in my bank at that point, because for 3 years straight, I would work fucking 12 hours a day every day, or like 10 hours a day every day. I'd be working on my thing. So in a month, I'd be making 300 times 50. I'd be making 4.5K every month or some shit. So I'd have a bunch of money in my account. Anyways, I had no money in my account after working 3 years straight. 3 years straight, $0. Bro, come on. 3 years straight, $0. And bro, I was just trying to run it up. And but I remember in May and June, I didn't even go. Oh fuck, I don't know, my lungs are so full. In May and June, I stopped even going to my fucking classes, because I think at that point I was like, yo, because my goal was always June, and every year it was like June I wanted to make money, like June of that year. But now it was like the final June of me being in school, and there's like, this is why I worked on from October. Like, I've always been switching businesses and shit, school pages, and I finally stuck to one thing for the first time in my life. I stopped jumping from business to business, which is what Johnny Boy told me. I'm like an anxious entrepreneur. Like I set a goal so high, like now I want to hit 100K in April. Before it was 10K June, and the goal is so high that I wake up anxious, I go to sleep anxious, and I'm like, bro, I just have to, like, this is why I end up spending my money, not enjoying my life, and like I don't like stack up like normal people, because I just start spending all my money because I'm just trying to hit the next level, and if I don't hit it, I feel like a piece of shit. So right now I'm spending all the money I'm making to hit 100K. Before, I was spending all that money to hit 10K. So yeah, running up 10K, trying to make 10K June. I remember, bro, literally, I promise you, every single day I woke up, this was the first thought in my mind. 10K June. From October to June, this was the first thought in my mind. And May, all the pressure was on me. So I'm like, bro, This is my last chance. I thought it was over after June. I thought it would be over if I don't make enough, because then I gotta go to uni. And I've already applied into college at this point. I remember picking the shittiest class in the shittiest college because I knew that I wasn't gonna end up going. And I just wanted my mom to shut up and stop telling me go to college. So I remember picking the shittiest course and the shittiest class because I knew that I wasn't going. And if I end up going, I knew that my life would be shit anyways, so I might as well just take the shittiest job so it could just be extra shit. Because maybe if it's extra shit, and instead of me being a doctor, maybe if I end up having to be like a worker at Walmart, maybe I'll lock it at that point. So I went all in to hit 10K in June. I was so anxious. In the back of my mind, I was like, bro, to be honest, I'm not even gonna hit it. I remember going through so many virtual assistants, bro. And this is another thing, I had a Venza. So I remember my great uncle, like my grandpa's like fucking sister's, I don't know, husband or some shit, gave me a Toyota Venza. And at this point, I think I had like 9K in my account or something. So I always just wanted to buy like you know how like the teenagers, like you could have like a sporty car that's like cheap and shit, like an Acura TLX for example, and like it's cheap, or like a Honda Accord. Like I just wanted a Honda Accord, bro. That's the car I wanted, Honda Accord or Honda Civic. That's what I wanted. I wanted to buy one with my own bread for 2K, but my parents wouldn't fucking let me, because from October all the way until May, they're telling me, yeah, your great uncle's gonna give you a Venza, he's gonna give you a Venza. I'm like, fuck. Because I don't want that piece of shit. Like, I don't want an SUV, like, I'm not an SUV type of guy. Do I look like an SUV type of guy? Anyways, if you know the car that I got after, then you know that I'm not an SUV type of guy. But, so, the car, like, bro, I'm not even, like, trying to sit here and be ungrateful, but at the time, I was pissed, bro. Because, like, obviously, I'm lucky that I was able to get a car for free, because like a lot of kids, they don't get a car for free, you know, like they have to buy their own car. But I've been grinding for 3 years. I put in tens of thousands of hours, so I at least have enough money to buy my own car for whatever, 2K, to buy a Honda and not look like I'm driving my grandpa's car and look like I actually got my own car. But my parents literally wouldn't let me. And I've always felt like a slave because my mom's like super like controlling on me, and this is like one of the reasons why I end up having to run my own business. But I had a Venza, and bro, it had 360,000 kilometers, which is a lot, but that's not even like, I don't even give a fuck about the kilometers. But it smelled like shit, bro. The guy who had it was smoking in the car for like 20 years, and bro, like, I'm Chinese, I'm not trying to be racist, but he smelled like an old Chinese person. So picture like old Chinese people mixed with the smell of cigarettes, and for 20 years it's indented into the Venza. Bro, I wish I could put pictures or videos. Like, I have videos, I'm just too lazy to put them. But the whole car was fucking orange from the cigarettes. It smelled, bro, I promise you, it smelled disgusting. There was rat poop inside of the vents, which I figured out like closer to when I stopped driving it and closer to when I got my next car. So there's rat poop like literally sitting inside of the vents, which was obviously adding to the smell. Like, imagine you have rat poop fucking sitting in your vents. And I didn't know at the time, but so yeah, it smelled disgusting and I hated it. And I remember every morning I'd get in the car and I'd go to school. And bro, at this point, yeah, it was when I was hiring the VAs, because I remember I made a YouTube video that I'll put on here, and I was fucking dead tired because I like, I'm not gonna say I get 1 hour of sleep, but I get like 5 hours of sleep. And I was also on the Accutane, so it like messes with your mood. So I'd wake up pissed, which was good. I'd wake up pissed, I'd hate my life, bro. I'd wake up and I'd be rude to my mom and stuff too, because I was just so pissed off. And yeah, so I get in the car, bro. I promise you, when I got out the car in the morning, my clothes would smell like old Chinese cigarette people. And it was disgusting. And I had so much acne still. And bro, I'd see that girl in the hallways, and I'd see my first girlfriend in the hallways, and they're probably like, fuck, this guy's a loser, what happened to him? But I was like, bro, inshallah, June 31st we'll be the end of a 10K profit month. Anyways, so after like doing all that slave shit all May and having to go through the bends of life, bro, I made 15K profit. And by the way, in May, I was training VAs because I had to like set up the VAs, find detailers and stuff. So I went through so many VAs, training them, like hiring new people, and then they end up quitting on me and shit. I went through so much of them, and I had so many VAs hired. I finally found like 2 proper ones. Actually, I didn't even have proper ones in June because I kept like hiring new ones still. But I finally like had a system going. Yeah, bro, I made fucking 15K in June. Alhamdulillah. 15K. So, bro, that like, fuck. Bro, to be like a guy who ends up making 15K, but like, whatever, your dad has a construction company and you kind of like have been making money the whole time, or like, let's just say, I'm not even trying to bash like my friend, but let's say I'm my friend who I was sending detailing jobs to, like, okay, like saving up money, whatever, always saving 10K, and like, yeah, you hit 15K a month, whatever, you're getting jobs sent to you and stuff, and like, you're just slowly going up. Like, I'm not even trying to like bash, like, obviously, if anyone's making 15K as a kid, like, they're doing good, right? But to make 15K that way, like, let's say you just like slow climb, like, no, not slow climb, to make 15K, like, it's kind of just like naturally, you know, like, you're fucking, you've been making bread, you have money saved, you're kind of just like getting paid for your time and stuff. Like, that's one thing, you know? And like, also, like, let's say your dad has a construction company, you learn stuff, whatever. Or let's say like you, I don't know, like these guys who just like get followers on TikTok doing like some dumb shit, and they end up like just doing sponsorship and they make 10K or whatever. Bro, I'm not even trying to hate. I swear to God, I'm not trying to hate. I'm kind of like gassing myself up what I'm about to say. But to be all these guys who like let's say that like I have a friend who I help out, or like this guy who bought my course last year. Again, I'm not bashing them. This guy who bought my course, to be a guy who's been detailing with your hands, you've already been making 10K a month, and it kind of just comes like naturally to you to make money. That's one thing as well. But to be me, who's been working 3 years, 0 results, to spend all my money, bro, to fucking be like, to be fucking paranoid every night, like, yo, what if I don't hit 10K in June? To be fucking, every morning I wake up for 3 years straight and I think about making, but to do all this shit is different than all these guys who just, like, it kind of comes naturally, or like an opportunity comes to them, or they end up buying the course. Like, obviously, if you, like, they're providing enough value, like, let's say they're just like attractive and they do dance videos and they get a sponsorship, make 10K, like, they're providing value to the marketplace, people are watching them, and that's why they're getting paid. So it's not like they shouldn't be. But bro, me making 10K a month is so much more fucking deserving than all these other guys, because I don't know a single person on the planet who had to endure all this shit. Obviously, I'm not like, there's definitely people who've gone through more than me, but I don't know a single person personally who's gone 3 years, make no money, no friends in high school, no normal life, 3 years, still bro, after 3 years I still did not have a month where I made like over 4K. I didn't have a month that I made over 4K after 3 years, right? 3 years, I didn't have a month where I made over 4K. But every day, I promise you, I would put 10 hours plus. And that's so much different. So I'm so glad, I'm so grateful that like it took me longer than other people. Because now I look back, bro, and I could look at myself in the mirror, and I could tell myself, bro, there's not another person that I know who has as much balls as me to be where I'm at. So it's so fucking worth it, bro. And bro, like, fuck, 2.7K today. Bro, you don't understand the amount of shit that I've been through. Like, I'm not even trying to sound like, bro, like, my parents aren't even, like, poor or anything. Like, it's not like, yeah, I'm in the gutters, blah, blah. But, bro, I have done so much shit to hit my goal. It's so fucking worth it. Like, bro, and making this video made me realize everything. Because I kind of forgot. Like, bro, a lot of this shit I forgot about. Half the things that I ran, I forgot about. I know so much people who, like, kind of, like, started running stuff with me. They ended up quitting when it got hard. I'm the only person who kept doing it. And yeah, bro, like, it's so worth it. Because I know people who, bro, I sound like a hater, but, like, it just comes easy to them. And I'm not trying to hate. It comes easy to them. Like, the guy who bought my course and he just started making fucking 15K a month right away. Without, like, downstairs. And my sister was telling me, you make no money, I make more money than you. And, like, bro, it was true. My sister was making more money than me. She didn't even care about money. She doesn't give a fuck about money. And she was making more money than me every month. And I was doing 2 years of business work. I was supposed to be this business guy. And I was making no money. And my whole family, they all thought that I was going to college. They all thought that I was going to uni. They were all like, yeah, he just does business on the side. Bro, these guys do not know that I would wake up thinking about business. When I'm on my laptop, they probably thought I was playing video games. But when I was on my laptop, I was never fucking playing video games. I was on the fucking Fastlane forum trying to figure out how I'm going to hit 10K a month. You know? And now it's going full circle because I just realized I've done so much shit to get here. Bro, I deserve this shit. I deserve 2.7K today. Because 3 years ago, 15-year-old Alex was running the Facebook ads, even though I didn't have to. I was risking I was risking my money, bro. I've just been risking. I was risking my money, risking, like, wasting all my time. Anyways, so my phone cut out, but this is, fuck, yeah, my phone cut out. What's it called? My storage cut out. I think this video is like an hour long now. I don't even know how I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. But shit, bro. Yeah, everything is working out now. 2.7K. It's winter. Bro, I'm in New York right now. Putting in work. As always, you already know. And yeah, so the plan now is I'm trying to hit 3K days consistently soon. That'll put me like over 70K a month. And then I plan on getting a Corvette. I'm gonna lease it because, bro, also, by the way, after June, yo, let me finish my story. Okay, so I got caught up. So that's June. July and August, bro, I started doing a business with one of my friends, which was fucking stupid because I ended up, like, bro, I was so dumb, bro. Like, I'm never gonna be as generous again for someone who's, like, not generous towards me. I think this guy's about to come murder me. Hopefully he doesn't. But I'm never gonna be so generous again because I remember I started running with one of my friends. I started doing the detailing shit in the other cities because, like, yeah, they're my best friends. So I was like, yo, obviously, like, if I don't share the wealth, then how the fuck we supposed to grow, you know? So we were running it up, and by, like, bro, this is all my fault. At the end of the day, everything's my fault, you know? Like, I can't blame other people. It's my fault, obviously, because I made the decision to, like, fucking do it with my friend. And I learned from it now. But I was slowing down my own business, which has already been generating me 15K a month, to start running something up with my friend. And at the same time, my friend didn't even give a fuck about the business. And yeah, he didn't give a fuck about the business. I cared about the business. I'd wake up thinking about our business together. He would wake up thinking about his businesses on the side, but he'd get cheesed when I started selling on the side. And basically, like, I was up here, he was kind of here. And slowly, like, because I was helping him, I'd come down here, he'd rise up here. And then, like, he was also running his own shit on the side, so he came up here. Everything that we were running together ended up just fucking failing, going down to zero. But everything works out. So now I'm back up. Everything's working out. So yeah, so that was in July, August, September, October, November, December. I wasted 6 months from that shit. And by the way, like, I look back on those 2 months where I had fun of like September, October, and I realized like 2 days ago I kept looking back to those days. I was like, yo, those were so fun. I want to go back to those. Like, I miss like my friends and stuff. Like, I miss like all the people in my high school who I was friends with. I miss all the people who like I used to go out with and shit. Okay, storage cut out again. I was gonna say that was the last time in my life where I finally like where I felt like I was like a free person, because ever since then, obviously I was a slave. I had my Accutane and shit. I was just locked in trying to make money. And then after that, I was like, bro, I was basically my friend who I was running the business with. I was basically his fucking slave and like doing everything for him and stuff. And now it's all good. We're not friends anymore. I've been a free man. I'm running up my business, bro. I've been slave. I'm not gonna lie. I've been slave in January and February because I've been grinding. Hopefully, when I get back to Toronto, bro, Toronto's my favorite city in the world. I can't wait to fucking live it up this spring. I'm gonna get a penthouse Corvette, you know, make content, run up the business 10x. I want to 10x this shit when I'm doing. I want to hit 100K and then I want 10x. So I want to hit 100K by spring, which is in a couple weeks, and I want 10x that shit. So yeah, so I've been slave still. I've been a slave to my business. I've been staying home all day, but bro, fuck, I gotta start living now, because realistically I don't gotta be working all day. But anyways, so the plan is go back to Toronto. I'm just gonna go all in still. I'm gonna stop being slave. I'm gonna get Corvette, penthouse. This is not like mental masturbation. I'm actually doing this shit. So come back, Corvette, penthouse. Oh, and by the way, my stepdad ended up it's too personal. I don't want to say it on here because like I don't want, if someone knows my mom, I want them to watch this. My stepdad ended up moving out in fucking August, and then he basically, bro, I want to get too personal. Anyways, so something happened and I finally started paying my mom's mortgage. Thank God. I should have started paying it a lot earlier, but I was being influenced by like a lot, like not a lot of bad friends. I was being influenced by a bad friend, and I was like, yeah, bro, I just had I was getting like a very like materialistic mindset from him. And when I first wanted to like start making money, I wanted to help out my mom and stuff. But then everything became so materialistic, and Instagram, like all these Instagram people are like, yeah, get a nice car and shit. And my friend was like, yeah, you gotta flex, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, I gotta flex. And then I ended up buying the fucking i8 and a penthouse instead of helping my mom, who literally became a single mom, which I feel like shit for, because if I went back in time, I would start helping my mom right away when I started making money, because she's been helping me for 18 years. So what kind of guy am I to not help her out, you know? So anyways, alhamdulillah, I started paying my mom's mortgage in what was it, starting February. Yeah, February this year I started paying my mom's mortgage because something happened on like January 28th. Something happened and my mom was like kind of in trouble. Yeah, my mom was kind of in trouble, so I just started paying her mortgage. Bro, when I first started paying her mortgage, I wasn't even making bread. I think I just started making revenue from the new detailing stuff that I started this year. I finally started making revenue, and I only started making profit really like this March. I've been making bare profit. In February like 10th and onwards, I think I started making good like profit every day. I made like 16K last month. This month is gonna be like 50K, I think, or like at least 40K at the very, if everything goes wrong, I'll make 40K this month. Last month was like 16K. Obviously I'm putting all the money back in, but that's like profit, by the way. But I started paying my mom's mortgage, so thankfully. So anyways, when I get the Corvette, penthouse, and my mom's mortgage, everything together is gonna be around 4K for the car, 8K for the crib, so 12K, and then my mom's mortgage 2.4K. So if I'm making like, even if I'm making like 20K a month, is fine. But if I'm making 70K a month, we're good. And then I'm gonna run up, bro. I'm running the fuck up out of Instagram and TikTok. I'm not selling no course, bro. Maybe if you're watching this in the future, I'm selling a course. I'm sorry. What that means is that people were. That's my idea for the future. But yeah, bro, I think it's like 1 a.m. in New York. So whenever whenever this video cuts, it just means my storage ran out. Because I'm not gonna make another video after this, I think, and add it, because that's what I've been doing. But it's like 1 a.m. in New York right now. Shout out 6 p.m. in New York by Drake. 28 at midnight. Wonder what's left for me. But yeah, it's 1 a.m. in New York right now. And bro, to be honest, I actually had a lot of fun making this video, because I'm looking back and I'm like, shit, like damn, like I actually went through all this shit, you know? And bro, I'm actually excited to run it up, because bro, what the fuck are you in this life? Like, I'm just in New York right now. That's crazy. I want to start like living life more this year, because before I just been so slave. Like I've been a slave to my business, and I haven't, like, before when I first started business and I read the Millionaire Fast Lane, I wanted like my business to like amplify my life, but my business is my life right now. Like I wake up to serve my business. My business is not serving me, you know? Like if my business was serving me, I'd be traveling, like having free time, you know? But right now, and like for the past, like bro, for my whole life, ever since I started the entrepreneurship, like the business that I'm running has been like it's been controlling me, and I just been running it all day basically. So yeah. What's up? Alright, yo, okay, I'm ending it now.